Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's that time, it's Tarot Time with Cindy. We're getting into the general collective energies here. Really interesting. In yesterday's video, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I can't remember, but I was basically talking about, I was really being shown to really focus on animals, focus on nature, find the signs and synchronicities and messages within nature and within animals. And it's not like a permanent thing, but I don't know, it might have something to do with energies moving around globally right now, and it is really important not to focus so much on sort of the human symbol for information, for truthful information. So anyways, so I didn't use this deck yesterday. It was just sitting, the Wisdom of the House of Night, which I was using a few days ago, and it was just kind of sitting on the side here. And before I put a deck away, I like to give it a little shuffle and then put it away. And as I was doing that, a card flew out, and then the underline, I actually didn't even look at it at first. It was face down. I didn't look at it. I was preparing for your energy. I'd cleared everything. I'd actually already put the mantra out there that I put out before I do a reading. And the underline is what really struck me. It's very profound. Now, I feel like I was already sort of getting messages this morning when I was taking my little dog Lily for a walk. I did talk about vultures, like in my mind's eye yesterday, seeing vultures circling kind of low, but it wasn't like they were looking for something. They were waiting for the updraft, waiting to be elevated. And the winds changed dramatically here yesterday. And that was almost like what I was seeing was kind of like an indication of maybe a change in the winds, in the forces, in the energy. And so this morning, as I was walking Lily, went through a schoolyard, and there's a big clearing there, as a lot of schoolyards have yards, like fields. And above this field, the crows were very, very active. And then I realized why they were active. A huge hawk flew in. And I don't know what kind of hawk it was. It was hard to see with the way the lighting was, but it did not have a red tail, which is typically what I would think would be a red-tailed hawk in the area that I live in. It actually looked like it was at least that size or bigger, but it was mostly white. I don't know what it was. But anyways, and these birds were all circling, and it was kind of weird because it was like, typically, the crows will come in and they will try to harass the hawk, or they will get the hawk to leave. But they all ended up going in their own little spot and going up into the updrafts. I thought, whoa, that's really cool. Going into the updrafts. So that takes me to this underline, right? I was told to focus on the animals, and look at what is in here. Like this card is mostly human this deck is mostly like 90% human depiction in here. And we had two crows represented in this underline energy as I'm sitting down and getting ready to talk to you. And then we have this candle of honesty. So I looked at that. I really looked at it, and both the cage, like this trapped, and the rigid can talk about maybe a situation that you find yourself personally in, and it is very difficult to get out of. There could be someone around you who is even completely closed off, and it's really difficult to connect with this person. There could be a wall that's been built here. There could be some type of boundary that's been put into place here. Now, what's interesting, though, is that this honesty card is like this flame. It's almost difficult to ignore. Even the one on the rigid wall is not looking towards it, but the one in this darkness in the cage is looking towards the honesty flame. We're going to get to what card came out as well. We're going to use animal oracle decks also. Like, that's what I plan to do today, but who knows? I'm just going to keep talking because I'm just channeling this message, and I'm just going to let it take us where it takes us. So there's someone's honesty, somebody's truth, somebody's reality that is either, this is how it comes to me first, is that somebody can't deal with it. I don't know why. It just feels like having difficulty dealing with someone's honesty, or not trusting it, or not believing it, and trying to find different ways to keep themselves from it, to keep oneself from this honesty. Now, maybe this is you. Maybe someone's been honest with you, or they've said something to you and they're like, I'm just being honest here, and I'm just telling you how I feel, I'm just telling you what I think, or just telling you what's going on. And it's almost like the response, the rigid, to me, is not as blocked off as the trapped card. It's almost like standing on the wall. Right? We think about someone who's, I'm sitting on the wall here, I'm not sure which side to choose or what to decide here. It's a very kind of Two of Pentacles, kind of weighing out what's going on. I feel like in some way here, I feel like you have spoken your honesty in some form to someone. It's taken them out of the cage, and it definitely has their attention. Now, as I look at this crow, right, like it looks like it's not looking towards the flame, but how I'm seeing it is almost like, you see, like a little sentry pacing back and forth on the wall. And we're just kind of catching it at that point where it's kind of walking back over here. Now, looking at it again, it almost looks like now, to me, another individual possibly trying to get the attention of this one who's trapped. It's actually, you don't have to make a hard and fast decision about what you're hearing or what you're starting to understand. Well, that one, that's interesting. Understand about another or a situation even. But if you would perhaps just come out of the cage, and you can have a different perspective from being up. Once you get up on this wall, you can still see where you are right now from this wall. And then you can also see on the other side of the wall. So come out of the cage. And maybe that's possibly, try not to give you all the finger there. Maybe this is even a symbol of spirit. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting energy. So then I looked at all of that, and in itself had so much to tell me. And then look at that. Look at, this is the card that actually flew out. So it is a human depiction. But I love this because I feel like there was even a message in me declaring that to you, that I feel like I've been told not to use any cards that have human depiction. I need to look at the animals. I need to look at nature. And then within that, I will find the true message, nothing that has been adulterated in any way or contaminated. But now this is like the symbol of a person who is being elevated. They're starting to, there's light kind of coming from this person. And then that light comes from within them and it's shining out. And right, it's the light of understanding. How cool is that with this? Because this feels like walls and blockages that stops honesty. So in some way here, I feel like there's an elevated understanding that has been created. There is an elevated understanding that is working through the collective. And also, there are people in life that we are not on the same path as them. We have different moral codes as them. We have different, we're just different. We're just different, and we live different lives, and we have very different perspectives. Now, if we are completely honest with one another in terms of who we are and what our expectations are in life, and, just where we're going, that just gives others, they can stand on this wall and they can know, okay, I know what mine is on this side, and now I see what yours is. And now I understand. It's almost like the universe is coming through in this reading and just asking all of us, we just need to understand. But the first step in understanding anything or anyone is honesty. And without that, there is no understanding. Just like that. No, there's no understanding. And it's like, what honesty does not mean it is an attack. It is a declaration of purity in some way. And we can acknowledge that and accept it and say, you know what? I don't think it's going to jive with me, but that's okay. I wish you all the best on your journey forward. I'm going to go over here on the other side of the wall. And then we create like understanding. I understand why things are this way. I understand, yeah, Honesty is the breakthrough here. Honesty is what releases entrapment. Honesty is what crumbles walls and creates understanding. All right? I want to say that is like the deeper wisdom in this reading. So, now, as I am fully in your energy, I'm going to go into the Divine Animal Oracle deck and the Wild Unknown. The messages here. A message for the collective. Oh, claim your independence. Wow. That came out yesterday as something, an underline in some aspect of. I feel like the cards are almost like piggybacking. If it was an underline or it was sort of more off on the side, then it becomes more prominent the next day, and so on and so forth. One kind of like a domino effect. This energy feels like a domino effect. Claim your independence. I feel like it is not jiving in the same way as someone else here. Because this cat is looking at the cards that I just showed you. It's looking right at everything I just showed you and talked about. It's claiming, it's making a decision, but making an informed decision. Making an informed decision. So an informed decision feels important for you at this time. And possibly that is to decide that I need to be independent here. I cannot be connected to this. I do understand now who you are, what you stand for, what's going on, but I need to be independent of that. So this might be something that you're working through, whether you're on the side of the one claiming the independence or independence is being claimed from you. You did not. Again, the spider. I said a couple days ago that it's like you're moving into the spider is becoming your totem. And here it is again. That is 3 days in a row that the spider energy has come out. Make your dreams real. Time for a deep dive with the swan spirit, and then make your dreams real. Look deeply within yourself to understand who you are. And maybe some of you too have even been in isolation, had very extreme boundaries with the rigid wall, and come to an honest term about yourself as well. And once you really understand yourself, when you stop for a second, maybe more than a second, you do that deep dive, you're making your dreams real. So that's the path that you were on. You are making your dreams real. That feels very obvious with the spider coming across so many times this week. Claiming your independence. Pussycats. Pussycats with wings and fancy jewelry. Well, there's the cheetah, and that is taking us into the panther. Something's going on here. Here's the other thing. Now, this underline, we have the lizard, and then we have the black egg following it. Then we have the elk, but the crocodile. And what I find very interesting is, right, both a lizard and a crocodile will lay eggs for their offspring, for reproduction. And it's right? But the black egg symbolizes a hidden truth. Hidden knowledge, right? We're talking about honesty and understanding, but there's something hidden here. And it's as if I want to say that there's something. I'm going to put some of these cards down and we'll get them back into the order again. There's something about yourself and another. You and another. Are you both? Why do I feel like this came through in another form? Like maybe a week or so ago. You could both be reptiles, but yet there's something uniquely different. So it's almost as if to accept that, right? You could accept that you could lay these eggs and it's in reptilian form, whatever that means. But this is a larger predator that would just as soon eat that egg. So it's not going to look after that egg. You can both lay eggs, but don't assume that this other energy is going to look after your egg. It wants what's inside it. It wants what's inside this. But in almost a naive form here. Oh, I'm a reptile and that's a reptile. I saw that reptile laying eggs and looking after them, covering them up and keeping them safe. So I can turn my back. I can turn my back and I don't have to worry about this reptile coming towards my eggs. Now it wants what's in there. It wants the nutrients, the knowledge that you have. Now, okay, that's becoming very interesting, right? Because this cat is claiming its independence from something that it has learned. Something has become obvious to you. Maybe it is this. Maybe there's something that's been going on here. And on the surface, okay, so it could even look, it could be like someone, I'm getting like spiritual or church group. So it's just the example. It doesn't have to be that. Everybody's experience is going to be different. But like, right, it could be you and another person. You're both going to the same spiritual workshop here, or you're both doing the same Reiki healing workshop. You're both like, right, you both represent as reptiles, but you are individuals and slightly different. You know, one of you could be Jamaican, the other one could be Mongolian. No, right? Like we're human beings across the planet, but we can have these differences. But it's as if, yeah, you show up in a broader sense as the same, but there could be something that now you understand it wants what you have. That's how this is coming across. It's like you've understood what something is, and now you need to claim your independence from it. You've been enlightened here. All right, so wait a second. The cheetah and the panther are like talking to me loudly. The cheetah is representing either, I feel like it's you, and there might be something that pulls you back to this. Don't go. Do not go. Because the panther's here to warn you. The cheetah is running like full tilt towards the energies that I've just been talking about, that the cat is also looking towards. You've claimed your independence from something here. You've done it. Don't let it pull you back in whatever way that is, whatever form that is. Because the panther comes out as a warning. This almost feels like, to me, it's two aspects of yourself. This could be an unhealthy habit. You're honest with yourself about it and you understand what this is. This could be an unhealthy person or group around you. You understand what it is. There's some sort of honesty perhaps that's even been exchanged. You understand, but don't you go running back to it. I don't know, like, don't go running back to it, whatever it is. Now, the way this was playing out, when I took a pause and I was just, I was still holding those cards in my hand and I was looking at the table, it was coming across to me like this. Like, because both of these feel like suddenly something has your attention. It's almost like if a friend calls for help. If a friend calls for help. What? What's happening? Go, right? Like it feels reactive. It feels reactive. But the panther's like, don't go there. Screaming at the cheetah, get back here. Don't go. Don't go. I don't know what it is. Is it a trick? Because there's some sort of energy here that is coming with these that feels kind of tricky. Like trying to disguise. It's coming across here like the crocodile has made some type of deal with the elk. Maybe I'll allow you guys passage the next time I don't think elk and crocodile live. I don't know. No, elk are more northern, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, in my magical world of tarot and downloading, these two are in the same environment. They are right now. And it's almost like the crocodile, right, can guarantee safe passage to the elk. And the next time you are moving, you are migrating, you and your herd will be protected. No crocodile will do you harm. But I need your magic right now to bring the lizard in, to bring this lizard in. I want this lizard's truth. I want this lizard's information. Right? Because there's some sort of hidden agenda here with the raccoon. And it's all, okay, it's coming across to me like the honesty might be trying to pull, I don't know what this is. Even if someone's being completely honest with you, this card is screaming, don't go there. Do not go there. Get back here now. And it's something you have already claimed your independence from. Is it someone trying to pull you back into something? But are they doing that through another? That's the little detail here that feels like. Something that you have claimed your independence from is trying to pull you back to it, but not directly. It's trying to pull you back to it through another. This card, right? Well, if you're newer to my channel, this card has come across to me years ago as what you would describe as a fallen angel who was basically the right-hand man to the devil, to the demon, to Satan, whatever, Lucifer, whatever word you want to put to it. The right-hand man. But this energy has now is in process of redeeming itself. It has redeemed itself quite a bit, and it now works for light forces. But it is the energy that comes forward where you are stepping over a threshold of don't go there. Like it can save you from the darkest places because it knows it. It knows it. It's familiar with it. It understands that energy. It's the angel of redemption, as you would call it. It is the angel of redemption. And it is telling you not to go back. Look, and this is all coming up as feline energy. Isn't it interesting? Like it's all this being depicted as feline energy. So we're going to go into the doggies. We're going to go into the doggies here. With this cheetah, it's something that tries to pull you in through impulse energy. Something's not right. You may even think someone's being honest with you, but there's a hidden agenda here. That's funny. There was a hidden agenda about the bumblebees. The fire, this is like the fire department coming, right? I just feel like the fire department. It's almost like putting out the fire, right? Like it's got that sense of urgency. So the fire alpha male, like running towards the fire. But the panther's like, don't go in there. The emperor, damn. And the ace of water, look at it, it's like running to put out a fire. And it almost feels like, too, it feeds off of an independent leader to put out the fire. The panther. the wheel. I find this so intriguing because when I put this on the table, the dog is running this way. Like, right? This is a cycle change. Don't go there. Don't go back. Don't go back. The dog is running in a different direction here. But, right? This, they're all looking there. There's something here. It's like, right? Like, let's say you are the totem of the firefighter. Whatever way this is trying to pull you back into it, and maybe it is. Maybe there's something here that wants to get, maybe you freed yourself from this cage. You got yourself over the wall. Maybe you did this with the flame of honesty. There's a possibility here that something might use your truth, try to use it against you in some way. And when I say that, might be sharing it with another, because there's something going on between the crocodile and the elk and the raccoon. The raccoon is symbolizing a hidden agenda, something sitting in the shadows. The crocodile and the lizard are like, yeah, we're the same here. No. And the elk is the representative. It's like the energy, because it makes a deal with the crocodile. So the elk has to go through the water to migrate. They've got to do it every year. And if the crocodile can guarantee that elk safe passage, to get to your truth. But the truth is there. It's burning there. The truth is there. I feel like more it's like to use the truth. The Eight of Earth, look at this. It's like the dog running in a different direction and using its magic. Using your own magic. Maybe there's something, someone wants to, wow. And look at that, the sea alpha female. She's looking through that crystal ball, like seeing. It's almost as if when you get to the other side here, you start utilizing your own magic. I'm going to say there could be someone here, and maybe, you know, I was pushed really hard last week to release the videos that I've been releasing. I'm talking about spiritual attack, energetic sovereignty, and all that stuff, and how to protect yourself, different ways that you can protect yourself through words. And because I'm wondering here if there's something that you have claimed your sovereignty to from your independence, it's trying to call you back. Don't go. Don't go there. And this could even be like a timely message. It might be something that's about to happen. And it's happening through another energy. Because you're meant to go in a different direction here and build your work and truly see what can't be seen possibly right now. The Ten of Sky, the Lovers, wow, man. For some of you, this could have been a partner who betrayed you. This could have been, well, that's rough. The Lovers and the Ten of Swords. This is someone who betrayed you. And when you realize that, I don't know. Larry's scratching at the carpet. I do plan on removing that carpet off the stairs one day. So I'm allowing him to practice. Larry? Larry? Hello? Yes, you look handsome. Do you want to come up? Because we're kind of finished. There's Larry, everybody. Everybody, Larry. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm just going to continue to pull cards actually off of these two energies. I'm just going to see where the energies continue to go. The cheetah and the panther. And for anyone else, you can just listen to Larry purr. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.